You always got to be whoever you are. Always be your true, authentic self. And, and to always, stay noble. Always stay noble in your cause. Stay noble in everything. Because you can go out and spend your paycheck, after all the bills, spend your paycheck on strip club or on alcohol or anything like that. But if you have like something in your heart, there's something strong or noble in your heart, you can't sell it out for fake woman, fake beer, because in the end, it really is nothing more than fake money. Fake money is all just kind of like a system. That's all the system is just money. They always want money, that you'll always get money, you'll always work for money until the day that you die. But you always have to work for your money. You always have to man up and work for your money. And never spend it on something weak-willed or impulsive. Always go out. Just try to be stronger than who you were yesterday. Always go out and be something stronger than you were yesterday. And have a lot of potential in this world. Always improve day by day. Because that's the best that we got, is the day by day. How to improve, how to make the world better day by day. Day in, day out. Always just gotta work on yourself. Always find a way to mature yourself into the company of money. Even though money is the fakest thing in the world, you can't always spend it on fake things. So when you want to spend it, you gotta have some heart of what you truly desire and not what you want in the moment. Always, kind of like menus, putting, this is your brain kind of putting it point to point with attention to detail or attentive desire of what you want to do to better yourself. What is your personal desire? I know a lot of people would go out there and spend money on hookers or strip clubs or alcohol or party night or whatever, but a lot of people don't really see the use to it, but yet at the same time they kind of want something more meaningful out of working hard for your hard-earned money. Having potential in this world and having more heart, having more something, will make life a little bit more bearable for individuals out there that want something simply more than a casual night or a couple casual nights. Because again, I got a lot of money this week. I could spend it all in a strip club, but how far will that take my debt to society and rent or paying homage to your landowner or the person that owns your land, or if you own it, paying it off differently. There is a lot. I don't want to sound cheeky or heart to heart or anything like that, but there is something more out there than trying to find base and pleasure. Like, if you seek knowledge, here's a good way to put it. If you seek knowledge, movies. Movies that have deep meaning. Books, non-fiction books. Either based on spirituality or historical documentation. Or school books. Anything that is educational. I know it sounds lame, but it's kind of to the point where we are dumbed down as a society and we don't appreciate anything that can be learned here. We don't appreciate anything on this materialistic realm. We don't appreciate anything spiritual or anything a guru might say or a guru might teach you or anything like that. A lot of people are kind of dumbed down, and there are people who make it seem that way. But there's more to society and the millennial race out there, the millennials out there, the type of millennial out there that is just wants to seek knowledge, wants to seek perfection, and wants to see the world change and has their own philosophy. It's really hard, but it's there. It really is. And if you like books, if you like music, and you don't like I can never afford Spotify, so I still get CDs. Definitely get a lot of CDs. If you like entertainment, like I said, the more action flicks are fantastic. The more basic stuff like Star Wars, fantastic. I made a video on that recently. Or video games. And video games, there are two types of gamers. There are the noobs, the first-person shooter types, that only care about the game, the funness of the game, the experiment of the game, how different it is. And then there's gamers like me that go deeper and is like, what's the meaning of all this? What's the hidden thing going on here? Because, like, most games have 5 different details for a mission, right? And only like 2 or 3 appear on screen in cutscene explained diligently, but like details 4 and 5, you have to go to the sidelines and read a book, like an in-game virtual book, or to pick something up. And even games like freaking Evil Within has stuff to read now. And I'm talking more about like Elder Scrolls, the books you can read, and I'm talking about games like Dragon Age, which has an in-game lore book series. And I'm talking about stuff like The Evil Within, that you can read and understand these characters and the situation and the scenarios. And then there's those type of gamers that get more involved intellectually with the product. And if you want to find video games or just want to experience them, it's called investment. You have to find a way to get invested in the game. If it's Call of Duty, then find something else in Call of Duty that's not the shooting. Like, how many crouch options are there? How many guns are there? What are the names of the guns and the gun models? Can you parachute? Stuff like that. The unique stuff that's away from shooting as many people as you can. Because I remember Call of Duty. I've played a bit of Call of Duty, but I'm talking about the Medal of Honor. I know in a lot of the Medal of Honors, there was like 3 or 4 different options for crouching and what level of crouching. All the guns have different models, all have different sound effects. And on the PS2 era of gaming here, and there was even parachuting missions. You had to land in the right spot. All detailed. And when I play a new Call of Duty, I don't play Medal of Honor because that series sucks now. But with the new Call of Duties, like I'm playing through it, and it feels like it's a one-shot kill with single player. I'm talking about single player, and you're shooting through all these bad guys, and you have to increase the number of bad guys for this. But for some goddamn reason, it takes 1 or 2 bullets to kill everybody. Or 1 person, so that increase the death count and all that shit. I remember when old school war games had like animations, and this is another thing about the new Call of Duties I don't like. In the old school war games, every single NPC you can shoot had like 50 or 60 or an endless amount of animations for every single point you shoot at. Like how they fall over, how they get back up, how they crawl. And now it just seems like they just, because it's based off of the axis, right? The animation axis. And as soon as you kill them, they just drop like they fell out of the axis. Like, there's no animations for the death sequences or anything like that. But you gotta find some heart, some nobility, some passion. Because always spending your next paycheck on something that only happened last weekend, like a strip club. You can probably stay there. I know some of them, they would let you stay there during the day and let you chill out until it opens up again and stuff like that. I don't know how detailed. I don't know how, not detailed. I think some do that, but not here. But if you just want to waste the weekend just partying, doing psychedelic drugs, as a party drug, I'm talking about, like, if you want to take psychedelics to spiritually evolve yourself, there's that. But if you just want to party with them, that's no. No. And I know a lot of people, and a lot of things happen when they do take party drugs and they had a weird spiritual awakening, you know. That's probably what I would do. Like, if I was partying and they told me to take psychedelics or MNDA or something like that just to party, I would, like, probably start crouching and hide in the bathroom because I just figured out how the numbers of reality, how everything in reality is mathematically invented into materialistic items, you know? But always have, the main point is always have a passion, don't waste your money, get stuff you really care about, don't care what other people think or the popular crowd or anything like that. If you want to sit alone in a basement, no, not a basement, more like if you just want to get a life, you know? If you want to meet people on in an MMO, like World of Warcraft, and you want a community to get to know there, you have every single right to. You have every single right to, I don't know, not try to find a reason for loose sex. That's one of my other things. And I wanted to get into this because I saw a video on Mia Benducci's channel a couple months back, and they were talking about how Mother Mary and Jesus were really Horus and Isis, the Egyptian gods, and how it was not a virgin birth, but in reality, offspring of sacred and clean, tantra-filled, mantra-filled sex, like a ritual, something clean, and not just some loose sex in the bathroom. And there is a specific reason why all the new condom commercials have this esoteric guy in an esoteric mystic room giving the teenagers condoms. Like, I think it's a Trojan commercial, and it's like explore freely. He's really referring to the more mystical side of sex. Get in the middle of the Buddhist, in between two different mystical statues of divine masculine and divine feminine. Get in touch with the universe while having sex, because there's the whole eastern side of sexual activity. When I'm in America, a lot of people, when having sex, just only care about how many times the ass flaps around your dick. They're thinking about stuff like Saturn and the moon and shit. There are people that do live good lives, and just aren't the sellout, I want to have sex at a party type people. Because there are so many types of people like that in this world. They just want to party. And you know what? One of these days, I hope they have a weird psychic occurrence while on those drugs, man. Because I want them to flip out and see my reality. The reality of the intellectual. I really kind of like to see it. But yeah, I hope you all have a pleasant New Year.